Javier looked around the room and noticed a second empty chair next to the one Amelia should have been in. He frowned slightly. "Where's Carmen?" he asked. Queen Giovanna glanced at the empty seat and gently dabbed her mouth with a napkin before replying. "She said she has an important mission tonight and will be back late," said his mom, sounding a bit proud. Javier nodded, pressing his lips into a thin line. He didn't need more details to understand that Carmen's mission likely involved high risks and the kind of danger she excelled in. Carmen was not a traditional princess. She was Javier's twin sister and followed a different path. Carmen worked as a high-ranking agent for the International Intelligence Bureau, IIB. Her sharp mind and strong will made her one of their best operatives. She thrived in dangerous situations, enjoying the challenge of tracking down criminals and protecting innocent people. While other family members liked royal life, Carmen preferred the excitement of the field and the satisfaction of achieving justice. "Now, my dear, what do you want to eat? Would you like a drumstick?" "Grandma will get you one." Queen Giovanna spoiled Max. Max's eyes brightened. "Yes, please," he said eagerly. As Giovanna took care of him, King Sebastian quietly reached for the serving platters and carefully placed some of his favorite dishes onto Max's plate. Max looked up and smiled. "Thank you, Grandpa." Sebastian's serious face softened into a rare smile. Max brought life and warmth to the Calderon estate, filling the long halls with laughter and light. The king was genuinely happy to have Max in the family, and felt foolish about the decision he made 6 years ago to hide Max's existence from Javier. At the time, it felt like the best strategic move to make, but now it was clear that it was a move that went against his own heart. He immediately loved the boy so much without even trying. After dinner, Javier leaned back in his chair and checked his phone. He frowned when he saw the blank screen. Still no messages. His mind raced, but his face stayed calm. Queen Giovanna noticed him and narrowed her eyes. "What are you looking at? You've been on that phone all evening," she commented. "Just checking the time," Javier answered, putting the phone back in his pocket. "What's interesting about time?" she asked, her frown deepening. "I don't care what time it is. You're staying here tonight with my little grandson. No arguments." King Sebastian interjected. "Your mom is right. We've been looking forward to this day. The rooms are ready," he said in a gruff but warm voice. Giovanna was instantly filled with excitement. My precious will stay in the children's room. Grandma's room is right next door. Tonight, Grandma will tell you stories and help you sleep. How does that sound?" Max smiled widely. "Okay, I'll wait for Grandma after I'm all clean from my bubble bath." His joy brought soft smiles from everyone, even Javier. Meanwhile, Charles' hospital room was quiet, punctuated only by the sounds of machines monitoring his health. Amelia sat beside him, watching his steady, weak breathing. Earlier, she had fed him some porridge, which brought a bit of color back to his pale face. Now, feeling tired, she glanced at the nurse's station and borrowed a phone charger before returning to her seat to plug in her phone. As the screen lit up, a sharp pang of guilt struck her. The clock read past 11 p.m. "Oh no, Javier." Her pulse quickened. She knew his temper all too well. By now, he was probably furious, waiting for her at the villa, feeling stood up and ignored. She dialed his number, biting her lip as the phone rang. Once, twice, 3 times. Each unanswered ring made her heart sink more. Was he so angry that he wouldn't answer her call? Just as she was about to give up, the ringing stopped. The line connected. Relief washed over her, but it didn't last. "Hello? Who's this?" The voice on the other end wasn't Javier's. It was a woman's voice. Amelia froze, her mind blank. It wasn't Paloma, but that didn't matter. Why is a strange woman answering Javier's phone so late at night? Amelia's heart caught in her throat as she held the phone. She could tell it wasn't Paloma's voice, but wasn't sure whether that made her feel better or worse about the situation. Not that Amelia was Javier's girlfriend and had any right to be bothered by this development. Her stomach tightened. Javier's personal cell phone was no ordinary device. Very few people even had his number. So for someone to have physical access to it like that, they would have to be incredibly close to him. Hello? The woman's voice came again, calm and unbothered. Amelia swallowed hard, her voice barely audible. Hi. I'm looking for... The woman cut her off. Looking for Javi? He's in the shower. Call back in a few minutes. Javi? Her words were so casual, yet they sliced through Amelia like a blade. Oh, okay. I'll call back, Amelia murmured. Amelia put down the phone. Her chest felt tight as if it were filled with cotton, making it hard to breathe. She sat still, realizing something shocking. She knew very little about Javier. His private life was a complete mystery to her. She didn't know how many women were in his lineup or what role, if any, she played among them. Why should this even surprise me? She thought bitterly. For a high-profile man as powerful and untouchable as Javier, I shouldn't be shocked to learn he has a harem of women at his disposal. It's almost expected, really. Just then, Charles opened his eyes and looked over, noticing her pale complexion. Amelia? His voice, hoarse with concern, called out to her. Amelia blinked, snapping back to the present. She forced a smile, though it felt paper-thin. Can't sleep? Charles shifted slightly, trying to sit up. Are you okay? You don't look well. Her heart ached at his concern, but she shook her head quickly. No, I'm fine. You rest. I just need to step out to change the dressing on my ankle, she said, motioning toward her leg. Charles studied her for a moment. He knew her too well. It was clearly an excuse to step away to get some space. Yet he didn't press her. Instead, he nodded gently. All right, he said softly. But don't push yourself too hard. To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app in the next minute to get free access to all episodes of The Royal Accident for free.